Injuries for tomorrow is it's not injured, but Jesus Navas has a little problem and not very important, so it's just not to precaution. Precaution.
To be cautious.
To be cautious. No, that's
With just cautious.
Precaution.
Yeah.
What type of an injury?
No, he has a kick behind his knee, but nothing important.
Okay, Jovetic.
Jovetic, Sergio and Jovetic and Agüero are injured, and Rodwell. Those three are injured that cannot play tomorrow.
Richards and Demichelis.
Richards can play, but he's not in the squad list. He must work a little more, but he's not injured, and Demichelis is in the squad list.
With Sergio, we're hearing that he may be back soon. Is he back in training? Do you expect him to be in the side soon?
During January.
During January. Is he actually in training now?
He's working, yes, he's training.
That must be good news for you, though. You must be happy that he's at least training again and could be back soon.
Yes, of course, it's very good news. All the players that are recovered from their injuries is very good news, especially a so important player as Kun Agüero.
So can we expect a different type of side from the one that we saw at Blackburn on Saturday?
Maybe we will have another 11 starter. We'll see which is the best for tomorrow.
Does it give you some flexibility, the fact that this is 2 games in a final, that he's going to give you that chance to maybe change the side if the first leg isn't as going as well as you hoped?
No, but I think it's very important to play the first leg here at home. So tomorrow we will try to win, and if we can score more than 1 goal, it will be very important also for the second leg.
Any news on any possible transfers? Nothing on.
For the moment, no.
Lescott still.
For the moment, no news.
What about Guidetti or Ibrahim?
No news for the moment.
Just a couple more. There was a quote from Ibrahim saying that I feel sorry for the.
Who said? Sorry.
Abdeslam Ibrahim.
Yes. What happened?
Saying that I feel sorry for the young players who join City now because they will never get a chance to play. How do you feel about that?
I don't know who. I respect the opinions of everyone. I think that good players will always have the chance to play everywhere.
Just finally, with the World Cup coming up and obviously Theo Walcott getting an injury at Arsenal, do you think James Milner could be the sort of player to do a good job for England in that sort of position?
I can't tell Roy Hodgson which is the best choices he can play. He cannot play Walcott, but I think Milner is a very useful player. He's always playing here, and he's for me, I trust a lot of him. So I think he's a very good player.
Manuel, on Stevan Jovetic, is it still his hamstring, and how long do you expect him to be unavailable for?
It's difficult to know, but I suppose the same as Kun during January.
How frustrating has it been for you and for him that he continues to have these injury problems? So far this season, he's only actually managed 1 start in the Premier League.
Well, of course, for the players, it's very bad news. Bad news always for him that he cannot play, because I think he's a very important player. For me, well, we have 1 player more during 6 months, and I repeat, a very important player that was the best chance to replace Kun Agüero, maybe when Kun was injured. But things happen, and we must try to be optimistic to the future and suppose that Stefan will play in the second part of the season.
How long will you give him to prove his fitness here? Because obviously you spent a lot of money on him in the summer.
Yes, but no time.
In terms of transfer targets in January, you've said at the moment there's no news, but in your mind, would it have to be a special talent to make you spend money this month to bring in players to City?
Of course, we bring a new player here at City because he's a very good player. I think this squad we have a high level of all the players. So if we want to improve, we must try to buy an important player. That's why I repeat, it's not our first concern, and we are not hurried to make a decision. We are just saying 2 or 3 things, but nothing important for the moment.
Obviously now you've got an FA Cup replay after the draw at Blackburn. This game is in the League Cup. How realistically how realistic is it to expect City to be able to compete for the 4 trophies, given the number of games that are going to be coming up in the next few weeks?
Really, we are not thinking about the 4 trophies. We are just thinking to win the next game we have to play. Tomorrow is one of the 2 games of semi-final of Capital One. It's very important. We play here at home, and I suppose we are going to have a very good performance to try to win West Ham. But after West Ham, we will think only Newcastle. So I repeat, we are not thinking about the trophies. We are thinking about the present.
How many changes do you think you'll make after the weekend drawn with so many games coming up?
I don't know exactly how many changes, but we are going to make some changes.
And it is a trophy, of course, like the others that you want to win. West Ham had an awful result at the weekend. How much will that play into your hands, do you feel?
No, they have an awful result, but I don't think that played the best 11 start of West Ham. I think they play with young players, so I'm absolutely sure that tomorrow will be a very different game about what they play on Sunday. So it's important for our team to play well and to try to win.
And West Ham with their manager, Sam Allardyce, he's under a lot of pressure now after that. Have you been surprised by the amount of pressure that managers can get under, how hard it can be for managers? Have you felt any of that since you arrived?
I think that this job as a manager in any club, in every part of the world, you are always under a lot of pressure. So when the results are not maybe the result the club wants, maybe sometimes can be more nervous than the others. But I think that he's doing a very good work in West Ham, so I don't think that he will have any problem.
You've not had many problems here as yet. You have had dark times in your career. How have you managed those periods of pressure? How do you deal with them?
Always with trust in what you do every day. Only trust also in the players that you choose to play. So always have very different situations, not always the same. So it's very difficult to say just one way to manage it.
Manuel, will Costello play tomorrow, or will Joe come back in?
Tomorrow we'll see the 11 start.
How was Costello after what happened on Saturday? Because obviously it wasn't a...
What happened with Costello?
Costello wasn't a great afternoon for him on Saturday. How has he responded to that?
I think he's responded well. I repeat, I analyzed in the individual performance with the players. Tomorrow we'll see which goalkeeper will start.